take it. But I want to talk about this match we have coming up right now.
This is a massive match. This one was one that I circled, starred, highlighted, underlined, exclamation pointed next to. This has the potential to be upset of the tournament this early, in my opinion.
This is TWEETY versus CYCLONE. TWEETY is...
CYCLONE, I believe, has a victory over him online in a massive online tournament.
Yes.
Already to date.
So, but we know that TWEETY is obviously a very strong offline competitor. He really, you know, he came up really sort of like towards the later, you know, the kind of year 2, last bit of year 2 towards MKX. Injustice 2 year 1 again, not really much noise, but year 2 Injustice 2 to now has just been like, TWEETY just, he had a message he wanted to send and he sent it. He managed to, he's won majors, he got 2nd place at EVO last year. This time last year, he was 2nd place in Injustice 2. And here, he got top 8 at Combo Breaker. Not quite with the same level of success throughout the whole year, but that was a great way to start. And he's always getting in like the top 32, the top 16s. A very strong player.
And won the PG Road to EVO, and that's why you see him here. Shouts to them for putting that together. And we got on the opposite spectrum, CYCLONE, who has been playing in online tournaments going back to MKX, has been placing since MKX, and he didn't really make a lot of noise in Injustice 2. He is a Mortal Kombat guy. And you gotta love someone that's a Mortal Kombat guy. That's like a Kevo. You see him come around for the Mortal Kombats, and then just kind of take a breather, and I kind of like that in some of these players.
Some players definitely have that mindset. You know, sometimes they'll take a little bit of a break, maybe they'll play something else. But CYCLONE is, like you said, right, big online player. But that's the big thing. When it comes down to pretty much being ready for the offline environment, playing at a tournament of this caliber, one of these two has considerably more time than the other.
Oh, 100%. This is a new setting for both of them to play each other in. They've never played offline, and the last time that they played, I think that it was when we did our kind of revival of a Combat Cup, that 375 entrants, and CYCLONE making top 8 in that.
Now we're seeing the same thing here, right? We see CYCLONE already, he's doing those down 3s to make the body splash whiff. If you have a low poke that makes you physically go lower to the ground, it's so good for that.
He is also the best at doing that, not only with the down 3, but down 4 as well. And he's so good at getting things to whiff, and then he's back 2-2 mix.
And every time he sees one of them hit, it is back 2 time. Ooh. And CYCLONE, very clean round 1.
Puts himself in the corner right here, though, and we all know what Infinite Warden can do here, and there's the low profile again!
Now, it looks like TWEETY is actually, he knows the low profile is going to happen, but he knows that CYCLONE is likely to be blocking after the low profile anyway. So TWEETY is now going for throws on what is effectively being turned into an empty jump.
Wow, what a short delay into the buttons. That has become so meta in Mortal Kombat 11. Short delay, see something whiff, just wake up with the buttons.
And we saw there, though, CYCLONE, he went for the low profile down 3, but that time the body splash clipped it, and he's lost almost half life because of it. And his breakaway.
Ooh, good tech out from TWEETY right there. CYCLONE probably says, you know what, this round's pretty much over with, just want to get out of the corner.
And TWEETY's like, no, you don't. This is your home now, you better get used to it.
That's a really scary situation to try to down 3 if you have a 7 or 8 framer, because that string's like -2, and there's a 6 framer coming afterwards.
And TWEETY, I love his use of the low poke as well. That 6 frame down 1, that fast poke, the little jab. It's so strong. On hit, it gives him so much. On block, it's barely minus, right? It's so terrifying.
Oh, this pace has slowed down. I read around a piece. And was that a little wave dash through the sand trap spacing? Oh my goodness.
Now TWEETY, he walked himself to the corner and then immediately
block dash, because Air doesn't have a wave dash. Oh. Wow. Massive damage there, 338. Even though we've gone from side of the map to side of the map, finds himself in the corner. He's going to reverse the position again with the 1-1-1-1+3. Let's see what's that mix-up going to be.
I'm really surprised the throw didn't punish that roll.
It only happens when the throws are late and the active frames just don't seem to match up with the roll right there. I get it all the time with command grabs as well.
It definitely must have been just out of time.
And we are coming down to the wire, almost fatal blow apiece, and that might not even come into play right now. He's going to put down the acid and just chill. No, finish the string. Be careful, you're fatal blow. And just that was so disrespectful of the hit stun of the up 3. Are you kidding me?
I can't believe that was the final play, CYCLONE. And it was a counter hit too. TWEETY was pressing, but he was pressing all too late, and CYCLONE.
Oh my goodness.
I can only imagine TWEETY, maybe he tried to go for like a forward 2 maybe or something.
I would never have the audacity to swing right there if I had just gotten hit by Gears' up 3.
I think that's why we're here and there.
And that's exactly why there. What a championship caliber decision right there by CYCLONE, or just madness. But that's what it takes.
But he hasn't really been playing playing like that the whole game either. Like, there are definite times to kind of throw the rule book out the window and go like, even though this is not something I should always do, in this situation, bam.
Wow, that's a sexy optimal out of TWEETY right there, too.
350 big ones. Oh.
For 1 bar mid-screen, that's a lot of damage. Easy hit confirm right there. I'm so sorry.
I can't, dude, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. But I tell you who was. TWEETY, as he got that sick optimal, not once, but twice. Twice in 1 round. And we saw that again yesterday, too, from Zach Robb as well. The Gears players really have added these optimal combos to their arsenal, and it just makes it so much scarier.
They keep finding more damage the longer that the character's out there in the wild. They just keep finding more.
Oh, and again, Cyclone. Now, this is where it gets dangerous. Cyclone, in the first game, and again, the execution on TWEETY. Look at that. The damage is so good. Okay, now, this is exactly what I was talking about before we saw it from TWEETY again. That is like 3 times in this life bar alone that Cyclone has tried to make the body splash miss the low profile, and 3 times he just got hit for it. And that was just a wash that round because of it. And that's where it gets dangerous.
I 100% agree that that's what it came down to. Cyclone finally not getting away with that low profile, TWEETY. And every time it happens, 360 of your life is gone.
Especially when he's got the optimals on deck. Especially when he has the optimals. Because it's not only are you taking damage, you're taking the most they have to dish out. Ooh.
He put on a down 3. Gears' down 3 is very big, and it's a massive hitbox. It's very quick. Yeah.
It's a weird one. And even more so now, we're seeing those like new optimals from Gears, the unbreakable stuff, the temporal, and if you've got the max charge on the gauntlet. Oh.
Down 3, down 2, down 2. Oh, big damage. Speaking of another massive B&B for TWEETY, the clothesline coming in, the slam and the jam. What's going to be for breakfast here? Waking up with a jump normal as Cyclone, trying to get something going, but it's been a TWEETY roller coaster since that game number 1. What a reaction! That down one from that range. I didn't think for a billion years that was going to reach. I mean, it was so far away. It was so far away, the bed of spikes completely whiffed. It just did not hit at all. If I was a betting man, luckily we're in Vegas, I would have bet that down one would have whiffed right there. Oh, my lord. But TWEETY puts himself to match point. Cyclone managing to get the timing again on the down 3. This time makes it whiff. Gets a throw for it, though. But the thing is, what can you turn the throw into? Build the bait, but no! Punish. You can't afford to make that mistake. You cannot let Gears get away with something like that. If you finally have an opportunity to punish, especially when they don't have a breakaway, that was a game changer right there. Oh, the disrespect on the down 4 advantage. TWEETY gonna squeeze in the little poke. And again, turning it into a throw. Escape failed again. Cyclone, he's reacting to the throws, but just the wrong direction. Mid-screen is a true 50-50. There's no real benefit to throwing either side, and he gets a Oki no matter what. And my goodness.
No breakaway either. The worst time to have that happen. Oh, he's spending both.
Cashing out too. And once again, trying to anti-air, trying to low profile, breaking the back, and TWEETY with a 2-1 victory is going to advance. But this match was what we wanted. This was a fantastic display of Mortal Kombat, and Cyclone really did take it to TWEETY early on. Thing is, even though the low profile, it did not work a lot. I mean, we have to remember, it was, it looks really dangerous, right? Because it's like, if you low profile, the body splash whiffs and you get some frame advantage. If you mess up, you get jumped in on. You might be thinking right now, if he kept getting hit for it, why did he keep trying? The reason it's so scary to hold a jump in from Gears is he can turn that jump in into the 1-1, so he can turn it into the overhead 50-50. If he's got the crushing blow, it is always terrifying, and he's got the low potential. And if you have no life or low life, like under half, or maybe approaching that kind of point, letting Gears jump on you and being able to jail into a block, it's terrifying.